off. Give it to Craig. Craig batters his way to the goal line. He goes in for a 49er touchdown. And the 49ers are leaving the Miami Dolphins far to the rear now.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
This is complete domination. The 49er offense has beaten the Denver Bronco defense every way.
From the 44, they fake it to Floyd. Young to the air, Young to Jerry Rice. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, that's quite a statement their defense made. To handle the middle of the football field. And Frank, I have dumbfounded as to what they're doing.
Good move to the outside on Carrington.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is having a legendary day. Of course, we all are having a legendary day. Who isn't legendary when your football team is fucking 5-2, baby? Anyway, we got Jason waiting in the back room as always. Unfortunately, y'all see your boys almost moved out. So unfortunately, I gotta hold my phone like this because we don't have all the equipment available to us. This is what happens when you're in the process of moving. But the pod still's got to go on. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get the show cracking. But before we do all that, as always, we got to pay some bills.
Founded and backed by the GOAT himself, GOAT Fuel is a great tasting energy drink without the crash. Use our affiliate link below to save 10% on all GOAT Fuel energy drinks. Help out the show and save 10% at the official Niner online store by using our affiliate link in the description below. Go to seatgiant.ca to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. The website again, seatgiant.ca, promo code Niner Faithful Radio. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, pay football ages, get the show cracking.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
You're tuned in to Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful.
Was cracking, Captain?
Oh, loaf of faithful. How's everybody doing?
You know, another day, another 25%.
Good race.
You notice every week so far it's gotten lower and lower and lower and lower. Like,
Hey man, inflation's a bitch.
fucking A hits us all. So like soccer has oh actually you know what I don't even have it with me. But like okay, you know how like every year um you see like teams or at least I know the Niners do and I know the Raiders do. I don't know if all NFL teams do this, but season ticket holders get a gift every year.
Mhm.
Soccer kind of has something you got like official you got memberships. So like I'm a premium Manchester United member. So we get like basically I'm sure that when you're an actual season ticket holder, it's way better. But we get like a premium membership and we get like their their equivalent of like their fanzine and all this shit, right? And so it's not really that great. It was like a pen, aluminum, like little like drink thingy or whatever. And anyway, so a bunch of people in the Manchester United group I was part of were bitching because now because of the tariffs, they've had to pay like an additional like $25 or $15 or whatever to get their memberships, their gifts sent to them from England.
Yeah.
So like it's been like a big controversy and stuff like that and everything like that. And I was like, fuck, man, tariffs. Like it's so funny because I guess because like you don't directly pay them, like let's be real, we've obviously been everybody's paid for these tariffs, in some way or shape or form. Just most of the time you don't have a direct charge related to it. It's already baked into the price. The price has gone up 25% because of a 15% tariff, 25% tariff or whatever. But like to actually have to literally be like members have sent the emails that United have sent them like, no, y'all gotta send us $15 more in order to get your pack. I was like, damn, I've never even seen it where it's like you literally, nah, nigga, you literally gotta pay a tariff.
I mean, that's just
Crazy.
the way the shit is. I mean, like you said, it's not without getting too political
Yeah,
kind of
of
thing.
course.
As it was told by the Orange Coat leader, the other countries are not paying the fucking tariffs. That money comes out of your pocket at some point. So
It's
that's just the way it is.
it's just basic economics, cause it's just
The only trickle down economics that's ever worked is the fact that the money runs downhill and that the price goes up. That's the because it didn't work for Reagan, and
it's
it's
yeah, I know. It's funny, Jason, because I feel that like I don't know when were your parents born? Were your parents born in the '60s like mine?
yeah,
Yeah, okay. So my dad was born in 1960. My mom was born in 1961. Um, I would assume your parents roughly around the same time. Like a lot of
uh,
our
my
parents.
mom was 68. She was younger than my dad, but yeah, still
Okay,
sick.
my stepdad's 65. So but like whatever. Sometime in the what you would call late baby boomers, early Gen X. I guess
Yeah,
that's what that would be. So, not quite like our grandparents, not quite baby boomers and pull yourself out by your but very Gen X. I remember it might have been one of the brothers from the 408 or something, but it was like, oh, this was my GoFundMe back in my day. It was a little kid pushing a lawnmower,
yep,
very like that kind of generation. And unfortunately, you have like my generation, like my grandfather. I say this all the time with desegregation and like you said, trickle down economics. All these things is we almost have to forgive the older generation because they didn't know better. But now it's been enough time in our lifetimes. Like the '80s was 40 years ago. It's like nah. This shit that's trickle down economics, guys. Like we've seen it over 40 years. Shit don't work. Like you might have been able to pull it over our grandparents' eyes Our parents are like they haven't really had the effect of it, but it's been most of our lives that we've had these policies. Where basically essentially the rich get richer, the
Mhm.
poor get poorer, and like this shit ain't working, cuz. And so anyway, it's just kind of funny in the different generations. Anyway, we got some football game to talk about. So my number one takeaway from that game was okay, removing my like Niner hat, right? Moving Michael Penix is trash, bro.
I told you I don't like. He's got a
Like
great arm. He's got great arm.
he
He's got
does.
decent mobility. He just doesn't have whatever it thing you want to call it. He just doesn't have it.
Like I've never it's been so long since I seen a quarterback get rattled like that. And it was so weird because there were so many times that like you would see you'd be like, fuck, bro, he's gonna run for a first down or something. I don't know what it was like. He was scared to like run. Like you would see him, and it would be clear running lane, and like, bruh, easy 5 yards. Just go pick up 5 yards,
Mhm.
right? And then like he'd throw the ball at somebody's feet, and I was like, we are seeing a world where Max Jones
It's a
was
better
the
scrap.
best quarterback. Like, hey, he got a. Did you hear what he said to Barrows in his post game press conference?
Yeah.
Bear Barrows was like, "You were moving magnificently," and like, because of what he said on fucking Thursday, when he's like, "You were moving like shit," and Mac Jones was like, "Thanks, want to race?" Like
Yeah.
that and shit. Like, it was just
Great
it
comeback
was
by
like
back.
that.
Thanks. You want to race, motherfucker?
Oh, look, man, um, I heard. Obviously, I didn't hear the TV commentary this game, nor do I any game really. But I heard that they were talking about Mac and how he said that going through what he did. Uh, yes, he did. We're gonna get to that. Um,
What's up, Thomas? How you doing, brother?
Mac, what's up, Thomas? Good to see you. Mac had really like matured and like because he had
Oh yeah.
kind of lived a charmed life. If you really think like a charmed football life, he went in, was a good high school player, fucking went to Alabama. Like, did Alabama even lose a game while Mac Jones was there? I'm not talking about just starting, just in general.
They
Like
might have
Alabama
lost one.
probably like might have lost one game that was like, and it was like a crisis, and everything like that.
But you also
Like
have to think about look at the quarterbacks that were ahead of him on the depth chart for a couple of years. Tua, Jalen
to
Hurts, and
Jalen
him.
Hurts and
So I
yeah,
mean,
and him.
that's just your quarterback room. Imagine what the rest of those teams look like. You know what I mean? Again, that's just your
Oh
quarterback.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was peak Saban years right there.
Was it? Oh, who are his receivers?
Probably CD.
Yeah, I was about to say it wasn't CD,
Shit.
and no, it wasn't Chase. Chase is LSU.
I mean, like I said, honestly, those
No,
years with
he
those
was
guys,
his
those
running
were
back was Najee, wasn't it?
I believe so. It might have been Najee or right at the beginning or the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
either
like
way,
he
those
had
teams.
barely lived. Yeah, well, here's his
No,
yeah.
it's all good, Berto. You're good, brother. You
Um,
can hang on the background if you want to. Never say anything. You're good.
yeah, we appreciate it, Roberto. Good to see you, bro. But anyway, so he had talked about how he got that, but like, yeah, Mac is like, okay, let's be real. At two different points in the Steve Young, Joe Montana area, our backup quarterback was a future Hall of Famer, was one ring. And then towards the beginning of the Steve era slash end of the Joe era, our backup quarterback holding a clipboard had four fucking Super Bowls. Like, think about that. There was a year, Jason,
Red zone.
where our backup quarterback had four fucking Super Bowl rings, and at the time was arguably no, not arguably, at the time was the undisputed GOAT. Like now, people will dispute it or whatever, but like when Joe Montana, the last year of his Niner career, there was nobody on planet Earth to question Joe Montana being the greatest quarterback to ever live.
No.
Like there wasn't. At least anybody that had any common sense. There's always a like I actually, what's so shocking? I couldn't believe this happened. Me and my foster brother, is a Raider fan, right? We were downtown one time, downtown San Jose, and he's talking shit and everything like that. We're going back and forth, and I was like, "Bruh, Jerry in his fucking fucking 30s was better than fucking Tim Brown in his prime." Just going back and forth.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Bruh," like he goes, "Jerry Rice ain't even the greatest receiver in NFL history." It's like, "Bruh, you're fucking smoking rocks." We literally went to like so many different people in the Bay and asked them if Jerry, like in downtown, and I was surprised how many people, like older people too, how many people did not say Jerry was a goat. I was actually really surprised. Like, and this is downtown San Ho. Like, it ain't like we were in Shit or something. You feel me? Where they're gonna say Steve Largent or something like that. But anyway, totally. Like, I want to speak about Mac Jones first. I want to speak about this defense. Jason, culture matters.
Yep, we've been beating that for years.
Culture to me, this might be the greatest coaching job what Kyle Shanahan and Robert Sala are doing this year. This might be the greatest coaching job I've seen in NFL. Like my time watching the league, bro.
There's not enough you can say when you're down
No.
this many people across the board. You know what I mean? We've gone way past to where it's like, you always worry about in training camp, you always get that one position area where like, oh shit, we got three starting linebackers gone. You always worry
Yeah.
about that. Well, we had starting linebackers gone, we had wide receivers, offensive linemen, running backs, tight ends. I mean, it's just like we've gone way past it just being one position group to where you have to worry about it. At this point, we're worried about, hey, can you play offense and defense at this point? Like, can you
Like
fill multiple roles?
look and I know we'll discuss this more of the impact on Friday as far as losing Huff for a couple weeks. Um okay, secretly, bruh. Secretly, there are a few people that shared when Jake Brendo went down, bruh.
No, and again, the only people I was mad at were the people who were happy that he got hurt. I'm not happy he got hurt.
Yeah, no.
I'm happy his replacement. Like, I got nothing ill against
Hennessy
Brendo.
played better, bro.
Yeah, but
Hennessy played better.
people who made it personal with him, it's like, dude, come on. I mean, the guy's you talking about somebody who hasn't missed like 100 and some games and all this kind of stuff. Say what you want about Brendo's play. He's a tough son of a bitch and a smart
Look,
player.
yeah, you know, like fuck, I can't even ever remember him missing a game for the Niners.
No, it's been like 100 some odd games since he's been hurt.
Yeah,
So I mean,
and you know what? Regardless about level of play, and let's be real. We're probably when Jake Brendel retires, we're gonna find out like, oh, he was playing on one knee his last year and a half of or something like that.
maybe.
Like there's gonna probably be something of that, or like Joe Staley, where pretty much he said his last year of the Niners, like his neck injury was basically his neck was on fire every day of his life. You know,
Yeah.
like generally those things you find like I remember Joe Thornton playing with I think it was two missing Achilles. Or I'm not Achilles. I'm sorry, ACLs. I think he had torn ACL in both knees or in the playoffs one year, but I definitely remember it was one because I had never heard of that. Like I had never heard of any athlete playing on a torn ACL. Like I didn't even know that was possible. Like I didn't
Yeah.
even know your knee could function. You know, so I will never doubt that man's toughness. You don't play offensive line for that many games in a row in the NFL and not deal with shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's just not possible.
But
Um,
Matt Hennessy was just as good, if not better.
Matt Hennessy was better, bro. Matt Hennessy was better. Now I'm not saying that means Matt Hennessy was a world beater.
No, he
I
had
think
his
it's
issues.
how low the bar was with Jake Brendel, but that might be the only injury this year that I'm like, this actually might force the Niners to upgrade. Um, And you look, the issues continue because what breaks my heart ultimately is this is not sustainable, Jason. You cannot go every week with losing a starter for multiple weeks ever. You
Again,
just can't.
read under my name. There's a sacrifice to make.
With equal
We must
injuries,
pay.
I didn't
We
see
must
that.
pay the penance for every win. Apparently, I mean, there's no other reason why we have so many injuries. I mean, just every week it's like, all right, I dread. After a win, you're supposed to want to see your head coach come to the podium and talk.
I know, right?
You're supposed to be excited, like, yeah, he's gonna pump me up. I'm gonna be ready. You tell me how good this team was. All right, your injury
Injuries from the
was.
game.
It's like shit. We can't even enjoy the fucking win for like an hour before
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
can't.
ah,
No fucking victory Monday. Um,
Victory Monday should just be replaced with injury
Injury
Monday.
report Monday.
Injury
Injury
Monday.
Monday. Blue tent Monday.
Yeah.
Um, fucking A. So like, okay, so full disclosure, Jason, I'll let you speak about yours. I have a feeling it might be the same. But Bam Bam defensive MVP of the week, Tatum Bethune. This is why I'm talking about culture matters. Culture matters because was he Fred? No. But I think what you're saying is like everybody makes fun of Mike Tomlin for saying this, but his coachisms and everything. But Mike Tomlin always would say, "The standards is the standard." Like when you're a Pittsburgh Steeler, this is the standard in which you are expected to play at if you're going to be at this roster. Like this is the bare minimum.
Yep.
Like obviously you have your TJ Watt, you have your superstars that will be above that. But when you strap on that Steeler helmet, this is the bare minimum that you will play, and that is running like a maniac and fucking hitting anything that moves. And I'll be damned if Tatum Bethune did not do everything 100 miles an hour and fucking hit everything in sight. And that's all I asked. That's all we asked is, hey, just do your job, do your 111, and just give me the effort, bruh. But you know what I'm saying? Just. I believe in your talent. I believe in the coaches. I definitely believe. I think it was Kittle that said basically Robert Sala was the best free agent that we could bring in. This offseason.
I think that's been said by many people, to be honest with you.
It's this fucking team's mantra. Robert Sala might be one of the greatest free agent signings in fucking team history. Cause I mean, let's be real. But like I have what's up, Tommy? What's up, Ferry?
I can't figure out my
Ferry
camera.
numero uno. Um oh I damn I'm lacking the red zone. Yo, Niners red 49ers red zone. Good to see you, bro. Um
Like 10 minutes ago.
yeah, I'm fucking way behind on the comments. Um I like culture matters. Fred coming in and watching film with them and everything like that matters. By the way, like Kittle was not playing, bruh. That shit was when they showed Fred on the jumbotron. That might be the loudest I ever heard fucking Levi's guys.
Yeah.
Like legitly, that might be the loudest I ever seen. And I remember like I cried one time for Fred on Sunday because I was wondering like how is it gonna feel not like I told you like looking for Fred and looking at his face and that's part of my pregame fucking ritual, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to see this man. This man gets me in the right headspace to go to war. Like I was wondering what that was gonna be like, and I was standing in the food line, and there was a person wearing a 97, a husband wearing a 97 jersey, and his wife was wearing a 54 jersey. And I looked and I shed a little tear because I was like, and then there was another person wearing a Ricky Pearsall jersey, and I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, how many jerseys are we gonna see today? As like I remember the preseason, like they showed the hype
Tatum
video, and
Rock.
then they show I actually did. Funny enough, I do not think. Okay, Jason, this is the most craziest thing ever existed. Okay, I saw a Tim Rattay jersey, did not see a Brock Purdy jersey that I remember. Think about that, bro. I saw a Tim fucking Rattay jersey and did not see a Brock Purdy jersey on Sunday.
I'd rock a
Now,
Tim
I
Rattay
couldn't.
jersey if I still had it, just because.
Hey, like it's almost like that Tim Rattay jersey is almost like a okay, that's a real faithful right there. Like
Like you've
like
been
you
through some
almost
shit.
you've been through some shit. Like you love like I saw somebody with a tie streaks jersey and I was like, my nigga, I walked up and I didn't even give him a dap. I gave him a hug. And
Yeah, I like that
I
one.
was like, my fellow faithful. My fellow fucking because you bought that jersey because of the comeback against the Giants. That's the only reason somebody has a tie streaks jersey because he's the one that caught the game winning touchdown. And I believe the 2 point conversion, if I'm not mistaken. But which gets so underlooked. Or no, I think Jim Garcia ran that in. I can't remember. Anyway. Um so yeah, like but it was just like, how many jerseys am I going to see today? Like, it was almost like in the preseason. I remember commenting to everybody, like, they have the hype video and it's showing Bosa and Fred and Brock and, showing all the people. And I'm like, damn, none of those niggas are playing tonight.
It's like we
And it
have a
almost
hype
felt like
video
the
of
same
what's
way.
to come next year.
Yeah, right? And for real, preview. That's sad.
Like
So,
this is the preview. Like it's like going to the movies and you watch the movies, the trailers for movies that are coming out in 6
coming
months.
soon.
That's what the hype video
Coming
is.
soon. Yeah, that's what it's like coming to a football stadium
Coming
next
to Levi
fall.
Stadium in November.
Coming to Levi Stadium, July 2026. Um, no, so no, like legitimately, bro, that was like we really almost had to go on silent count. Like they literally, but whenever people are too loud and everything like that, they'll put up signs that like will tell people, shh, offense at work, kind of thing. And like literally, they were like flashing those signs. You even saw some people like, hey, 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 and it still wouldn't quiet anybody. Like people were still Fred, 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 and it's like, and what made me so excited is I don't know if they showed you the players coming out of the tunnel and like the announcer doing and now starting at right tackle. I don't
Yeah,
know if they show that on TV,
yeah.
but the last person they had come out was Kittle.
Well, yeah, we knew that was coming.
They did that on purpose. They did
Yeah,
that
yeah.
on purpose. And,
Like
I
next
honestly,
year, it'll be Fred coming out. Actually,
and,
yeah, it'll be Fred.
and,
It'll go Nick, then Fred.
and I was like, that's what made me so fired up, is because I was like, bruh, I can't wait until next year when they're like, and that's starting at middle linebacker, number 54, and just hearing the plays
Yeah, it's
go absolutely ape shit. Like I remember, I wanted, like I want to, say this. I'm so proud of like the Niner. When I say organization, I'm talking about everything. Like from the equipment staff getting these players prepared, like whatever they fucking do, to the coaching staff, to the medical staff, you know, to the faithful, to the game, like everybody. This was an organizational win. I was questioning it, bro, because walking in, obviously, I heard everybody, Niners, and like nobody's really doing it, and like the vibes were totally off. I literally remember when we got on offense and we got our first down of the game, and they did and that's another 49ers first down. And you have everybody, oh, man, I felt that shit in my chest, like the echo, and I was like, bruh, Levi's is lit. Like it's just, I was like, bruh, there's nothing like Levi's on a fucking Monday or a Sunday night. Cat. Just every like, and for the first time, you saw all the red on the field and in the stand, and it just, it was, man, it was such an like amazing game. Jason, what more do we have to say about this defense? Because I don't even know how to describe what we're seeing. Because I can't almost I was literally there. I was at the fucking stadium, and I can't believe what I saw. Like from start to finish, bro. Like Bijan Robinson wasn't doing shit. His longest run was 8 yards.
Yep.
I just I don't know how to describe it. When you talk about the preparation of the coaching staff, the belief, and it's the little nuggets. It's like this is why I believe because Robert Sala and Kyle by miles outcoached Raheem Morris and Jeff Ulbrich, and I forget their OC's name. And not only necessarily like on the field wise, because let's be real, Kyle Shanahan is one of the best play callers in the game. At least when CMC's playing like that, he is. Let's be real. You and I could have called that game. Give it to 23. Very easy. Um, but like the coaching, like showing the Tatum Bethune clips of Fred Warner his rookie year. And say like, hey, look, this is Fred in his first start. And everything like that. Like that's Bill Walsh like. Am I tripping, Jay? Tell me I'm tripping, bro. Like that's Bill Walsh like. Like Bill Walsh does some shit like that.
Yeah.
Jason, defensive MVP for you?
Tatum Bethune and Michael Williams. I don't think enough
Yes.
is said for as good as Tatum Bethune played. I don't think enough people are talking about how good Michael Williams played with setting the edge. Now, stat
Yes.
wise, he didn't come up great, but if you look at the disruption that Huff was able to do and get those sacks was because of Michael Williams.
Yep.
So I believe for me, it's got to be both of them. As far as the coaching staff goes, I mean,
Alfred
what
Collins
else
too.
can
Let's
you?
not forget Alfred Collins. I thought Alfred Collins. I thought the D line, like they had Penix shook all game. Like they literally had him shook all game.
Hmm?
No, I agree with you, bro. With the I like the Mikel Williams because I think people misunderstood what he was drafted for. I think people thought that like he was gonna be some. They basically drafted a run stopper. That's basically what they drafted him for, and said, "Hey, we'll see what we can um what we can develop as a pass rusher." Um, Damn, they are. They're 0-2 in the NFC West. Um, NFC West, the best division, Jason.
Possibly. So that's
Like,
either the NFC or the AFC West.
because I think honestly, bro, I'm gonna say I think Denver are frauds.
Hmm?
Like, look, there are a lot of people that will say we're frauds, you know, and we'll be exposed when we play like a team like Green Bay, or which we don't, like basically, I've started. Do not understand why, but there was a lot of actually kind of a sneaky amount of Raider fans at the game on Sunday. Not a lot, but just enough that you kind of noticed them a little bit.
Hmm.
It's kind of like a man. There's too many Raider fans for here to be like, like this ain't not a Raider game. Like there's kind of a little bit too much Raider. Like it's weird. But anyway, that's what I've heard that they're starting to say is like, hey, the Niners are going to be one and done. They're going to play a team. They're going to play fucking Detroit or Green Bay or somebody like that and get exposed. But I'm sorry. I think Denver. I think the comeback. Look, I respect any comeback and everything like that, and like that. I don't give a fuck when you come back from that many points. That's character. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't come back, you don't score 33 points in the fourth quarter without having some type of character and belief and stick to itiveness. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll believe in Denver's defense. I just don't believe. Yeah, I just don't. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, bro, but Sean Payton don't look as good when you don't have Drew Brees back there slinging the rock.
I
You know,
mean, it's quite the downgrade.
like I mean, and so that's X's and O's matter, and everything like that. But I've always said it's the Jerrys and the Joes, not the X's and O's. Um, offensive MVP, Jason.
I don't know. Some white guy that runs the ball. Fuck. Juice.
Juice, offensive MVP. No, Connor Kobe. Fuck that, Connor Kobe, bruh. For the ultimate, like Jason. Okay, take the Niner hat off. Take the captain hat off. Which, by
It's
the
gotta
way,
be.
I've seen somebody with the captain hat at every Niner game.
I started this shit, but I've seen other people wear it. Like you motherfuckers.
I know, and you know what? What fucking sucks is realistically, you'll probably never get the credit you deserve for it.
But yeah, I
Anyway,
mean, obviously it's CMC. I mean, first Niner to rush for 100 yards since 2023. Only player in the NFL with 100 all-purpose yards in every game this season. I mean, yeah, I know everybody's talking about other people for MVP, but CMC needs to get in that conversation real quick.
real fucking quick, because I know y'all forgot it, but CMC good at football, bro. CMC good at football.
Low
Like,
key.
yeah, that man's not fucking human. What scares me the most, are we gonna look back at this game? Like, okay, I won't say the Cardinals game because the 4 touchdown Cardinal game in 2023, I thought was a little bit of a blowout. So like that was a little like CMC needed every one of those carries. Let's be real. We might honestly, if he doesn't make that clutch, fucking clutches besides Brock week 1, maybe the clutchest play of the season so far is Mac Jones on 3rd and 14 to CMC in the red
Yeah.
zone. Play
Yeah.
right before the touchdown because basically, we kick a field goal. It's a 6-point game.
Yeah.
Atlanta has a chance to win the game on their last couple drives. Um, Obviously, we get the first down. It was pretty much ball game after that. Um, yeah, like this was a game. Everybody was talking about Bijan Robinson for good reason and everything like that. But look, is CMC quite as NFC West is the best division? The NFC North, that's something. Captain. Hey,
I remember when
um,
people thought the hat was stupid.
um, really precious stuff, dude. Line is dreadful.
Stroud is not. Stroud is regressing a little bit. I'm not sure because I mean his O line isn't
Second
helping,
year
but he's
slump.
yeah.
I'm willing to say second year slump, and I'm not fully out. And look, we'll get there on Friday, but this is one of those games. TJ told me Brian Robinson was better than CMC. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Look, I actually do want to get into Brian Robinson because let's be real. We're sitting here talking about the one game because of one Mr. George fucking Kittle. Okay? So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me slap myself and say his name properly. Future Hall of Famer, George Kittle.
Best tight end in the
Yeah,
history of the game, future Hall of Famer
just
too.
like the GOAT. The fucking goats who just like seeing him out there run out the because you heard it like when you ran and you just saw him and he was like running out the tunnel and I was like football's so
Yeah.
much fun. Football is better with that man on the field, and we all know it. Oh, we all know what this Sunday is. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Where is it? 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 Why isn't that playing? Okay.
Little juice today? Yeah, baby. National Tight End Day.
It's a holiday.
It's a holiday. Woo!
Yeah. Yes, Sunday is national time. I thought it was this week because I always thought it was the third Sunday of October, but it is generally the fourth Sunday of October. So Sunday will be National Tight End Day. It's a holiday in case y'all don't know. Um, yeah, but I thought like this was the first game, Jason, and what makes me excited, hopefully for the future. Yeah, no, Kyle Pitts is like, how is he? Like, I saw him on the field. That's the first time I've actually seen him on the field. And who was it that he was up against on that third down? Was it who was it?
Bernardo.
Yeah, was it okay? I thought it was Renardo. And I looked at just the size mismatch, and then I remember I seen another play. He didn't get the ball, but I was watching him, and he was on the linebacker. Like when he was on the corner, I saw this like you saw on the completion. He just simply like Renardo was in great position, which low key Renardo being fucking out for with a toe injury, not turf toe. You know,
Never
like
hurt though.
is it, bro? Is fucking toes this year's fucking CMC's Achilles? Where it's like, oh, it's a calf, it's Achilles. Um, oh no, he'll be fine. He's on the flight to Germany. Um, like fucking egg, it's your fucking toes. Like, fuck, dude. Patrick Willis is fucking toe. Um, so you saw the size mismatch. And then I saw him in a linebacker, and he just burnt this linebacker like he was fucking a fucking week old fucking a piece of toast that's been in a fucking toaster for a week, kind of burnt. And I was like, you put him on the corner, he's too big, he's too fast to be covered by a linebacker. How is this motherfucker just not dominating every football game? Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand how Kyle Pitts is not dominating. Like,
Again, that's one of the reasons why I was so hyped for him when he came out of college. I was like, look at
I don't understand it.
just size and speed alone. He was just so much bigger, faster, stronger than everybody else. Gets in the NFL, and I'm gonna assume it's just that one thing to where it's just like he's been able to, because of those three things in high school and college, and then when it all leveled out at the NFL, he expected the same, and it just hasn't
Yeah,
been the same.
I think that I think that's probably going to be my guess, and that's something that can change in worth ethic and those type of things. But yeah, probably been bigger and faster than everybody that he's ever stepped on a football field with until he got into the NFL. And guess what? Everybody in the NFL is the biggest and fucking strongest and fastest person on their high school team and college team. You know, like everybody's a fucking alpha dog in the NFL, bro. Like your backup to your backup fucking punter is a fucking alpha dog. Like, you know, um, but what excited me the most about the running game wasn't CMC doing what he did because that's expected. Like, I'm not shocked that that happened when you put number 85 back in the fucking lineup. What excited me about the running game and why I fucking pray to God, I know it's not going to happen, but I pray to God that it starts allowing CMC to get a fucking breather. I mean, this man takes himself off the game. Like, Kyle, I'm done. Kyle says, get your ass back out there. Like CMC is literally like, I'm tapping. Like, I was like, fuck that. Is it Brian Robinson?
3 mile. I'm tired. I'm tired, sir.
I'm tired. I can't do it. I just can't do it no more. Get your back ass back out there, boy. Fucking A. So he's he's fucking Nelly in that scene in fucking in the scene in Longest Yard where he's like, oh, I never had any shoes, and like he's running without his shoes and shit like that. That's CMC. Like CMC, like anyway, we did. We fucking that was okay. So the two things that got me excited, because Tommy did bring up a great point, was that Brian Robinson looked as good as he did, and th- that kind of looked like the two-headed monster. I think that's the best we can hope, Jason. Is what I think Robinson had, I believe it was like 9 carries or something like that.
I just remember he averaged like 4.4 a carry or something like that.
Like I think that that's probably the best we can hope from him. But like that looked like it was supposed to. Like CMC and Brian Robinson in the backfield tandem thingy looked how it's supposed to look. And that's what got me most excited. Because if CMC could still look like that, you just chalk that up as, oh, well, that's the best running back in the NFL, doing what he does best in prime time. CMC is a prime time player. You feel me? But when it's Brian Robinson doing it too, you're like, okay, that's sustainable. That's the offensive line, like Tommy just said. Um,
And hopefully, we get more Brian Robinson. He doesn't reach that 500 touches a game or a season, which he's on damn near on track for.
yeah. So that was the most encouraging, and then the physicality. Like I agree with Tommy. We kind of kicked their ass, bro. Like even though the score that touchdown late made the score look better than it was.
Yeah.
Realistically, the Niners barely covered the most of the game, except that last CMC touchdown. I'm sure made quite a few people happy. Did you put money on the Niners to cover?
Yeah.
So that last touchdown made Jason a very happy man. Um,
I got 3 out of 4 again this
but
week.
3 out of 4, not too bad. I call that 75% of your bets is always a good week, Jason. Always a good week.
Yeah.
Take that to the fucking bank. But uh, the physical, like, yeah, we kicked their ass, bro. Like both, I think their offense kind of folded because even their little bit of sustain, like that first drive, that 19 play drive, that shit was crazy. Like there was I think only 3 possessions in the first quarter.
It went quick. TJ is frozen on one of the better faces that I have seen, and he is completely gone. So we'll see. Up there he is, and hopefully he can jump back in quickly because he's in the back.
Yeah, I'm moving closer. I'm moving closer to the router. I'm moving closer to the router. Anyway,
It also helped
so
that with the defensive line not being big. The biggest thing is that we were not just playing outside zone run. We switched it
no,
up.
we were gap.
We were playing gap. We were playing some power. We changed it. Like I want to say at one point we had like 3 different styles and 3 different plays in a row, and I think being able to do that just completely flipped them off because they're like, what are we doing now? Oh shit! Oh, they can do this too. Oh, wait a minute, this is not even their final form. They're changing again.
And that's let's be real. That's Kyle got a little too cute. Like that fullback force, which just got absolutely stuffed. That was Kyle trying to be cute. That was Kyle saying, "I'm trying to embarrass you."
After like 4
Because
quarterback sneaks got like a yard, like a yard, an actual yard, not a foot, was getting like
yeah,
a yard
like
each time, and then we
he
go to
just
that bullshit.
he was just trying to be cute. That's what. Because let's be real. When Kyle respects you, he tries to embarrass you. And Kyle respects Morris. Like I've never heard Kyle be open about trying to bring. He was like, I tried to bring Raheem Morris and Jeff Olbert to the Niners on multiple occasions.
Yeah,
Kyle this week basically admitted that Jeff Olbert was the Niners' second choice. If
which
Sala
shouldn't
doesn't come.
surprise. Which honestly shouldn't surprise anybody.
No, and I also want to say this, and I know you'll back me up, Jason. I have not lost respect for Jeff Olberg as a defensive coordinator after Sunday's game.
No, he
I
did
think he's a fine
a good
defensive
game.
coordinator. Yeah. I just think that Kyle is in his bag. Kyle challenged. I think this I'm so impressed with this coaching, bro. because I think that Kyle pressed all the right fucking buttons. Like I remember hearing a story about Bill Walsh before the Super Bowl at Stanford against the Dolphins, and he was just laying on the ground, and he was just like, "Oh my God, Dan Marino, oh Lord, like what are we ever gonna do?" And he's like, "Their defense, Lord, how will we ever complete a pass? Oh, we might as well not even come out the line." And he said he looked at Dwight Hicks said he looked at him right before they ran on the field and he goes, "Don't you just want to go kick their ass?" And like Bill Walsh was just perfect at like pushing the right buttons. Like he wouldn't yell at a player. They talked about how he would always yell at the coach. And he would yell at the coach because he knows that the player would be like, "Fuck, dude, that's my coach getting his ass chewed out because of my fuck up." You feel me?
Yeah.
And it would motivate the player more. So that's Kyle. Like Kyle just if Kyle respects you, he wants to embarrass you. Like let's be real, Kyle wants to embarrass Sean McVay every time we play the fucking Yams.
That was definitely true.
So like if we played the Dolphins more, he would want to embarrass McDaniel. You know, if we simply play the Dolphins more, we just don't play them enough. But Kyle got a little too cute, but when he challenged the team to say, "I want 40 runs in this game," like that's just that Jason, that's circa Niners. Like that's what the San Francisco 49ers are supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Um, so as we get rocking and rolling, final thoughts.
Great team win. Um, again, I don't know why we have to keep sacrificing bodies for injuries or for wins, but at this point, that's just what it is. And I feel like a broken record saying it over and over, but next man up.
Fucking hey.
I
Jason,
hate
there's
saying
no more bet left. There's no more bet to bring up.
It is true. It's like what it's like, and then so we start winning a bunch of more of these teams, and they're like, what else do we have to prove that these guys, are doing? Our coaching staff is doing an amazing job.
Look at hey, Kyle
Coaching.
Shanahan should be coach of the year. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Hey Jason, all I gotta say is, what time does your flight land? Because we're about to need you, big boy. I'm like,
Fuck.
how quick can you get in shape, Jason? Like fucking hey.
I'm
I'll
already
pick
in
you
shape
up from the
for a while.
stadium. Hey, I'll pick you up from the airport. We'll head straight over to Levi's, cuz the report. Fucking hey,
Again,
bro.
it's funny, but it's like how far away are we from actually like we are literally about to start picking up like who's in the area that played some pro ball, or you know what I mean? Like so, like who in the area played at Cal? Who in the area played at San Jose State?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Jake Tonjes, call your
Who
boys.
played?
Call
Yeah,
your boys.
exactly. Call the boys from Cal. Who played arena? Who played for the San Jose SaberCats? Like,
Yeah,
what was you
exactly.
know what I'm saying? Arena football. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was gonna say one more thing. Yeah, but what I don't know, Jason. At this point, I mean, we might. Yeah, from who was their running back 25? He put that motherfucker out of the game. He cracked. I think he might have cracked that man's ribs. Like when they
David
showed the
Algier.
replay of that, yeah, when they showed that replay of that hit, I was like, bro, Malik might have just broke that man's rib. Like he put his shoulder pad right into his rib cage, and he did not return to the game. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Bay Area Panthers. Hey, good one, 49er Red Zone. Good one. It's like that. That's what I'm talking about with the culture, because I think there's going to be a drop off with Huff as far as like smarts are concerned, because I think Huff's ability to read the game was one of his most underrated attributes, and why I always believe in players that have good brains, because you can if you have a good brain you can. It's why Jerry dominated in his 40s. Michael Jordan, same way. Is you get so developed in what you see I mean, come on, you've seen every scenario a million times. If if they could make robot bodies, NFL players would never fucking retire because their mind would be able to their mind would be able to outperform their body. The problem is your body breaks down.
Yeah,
But great team win. We'll see you Friday, Jason.
indeed. 5 for Ty till 11. One love.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Great team win. Happy, legendary. I don't know how to describe this, but man, next man up. Get back soon, Huff Daddy. That's Bryce Huff. Bryce Arati is what they're calling him. Get back soon because we got some football games. Uh, I'm excited, Greg, because looks like we're gonna definitely have some meaningful November and December football at Levi Stadium. Can't wait. All right, we're gonna see y'all Friday. Till then, we're gonna say faith, love, and happiness.